All right, so I'm going to walk you through this week 2 for your career exploration activity. So I have the basic directions on Schoology here too, but I'm going to walk you through kind of what to do. So you're going to go back to that website we used last week, that mynextmove.org/explore/IP, and it should look like this. So instead of having to put in your scores all over again and go through the 60 questions, we're just going to enter your scores. And you can put in those numbers that you had from last week. So if you don't remember, you can look them up from that assignment we did last time. So I'm just kind of putting in some numbers here. There we go. So you're going to put in all your scores, or if you need to go to the assignment from last week and look at your picture you submitted, you should be able to do that too. And I'm going to click Next. So this is that same picture that you turned in last week. If you don't still have this picture on your device, you're going to want to take a screenshot of it so that you're going to need it for part of the assignment today. So I could take a screenshot. There we go. So next I'm going to click Next. And so it goes on to explain like what a job zone is and how that can help you figure out what career is best for you. So I would read through this just to kind of get a good background knowledge of that. It kind of goes through like what's your current, what would be a future job zone, or if you want to move up in a career, like how much education would you need. So there are 5 different job zones that this website uses. So from little to no preparation to extensive job preparation. So 1 would be like straight out of high school, not needing any training or anything, to 5 would be like master's, doctorate, lots of schooling, lots of training. So I'm going to click on, we'll start in job zone 1. I'm going to click Next. So it kind of tells a little bit about, so it's little or no, it shows you your results again. All right, so here are the different careers that would be the best for me based on my results and job zone 1. So there is some little symbols here. So that filled in puzzle piece are ones that would be the best fit for you. The outline of the puzzle piece would be a great fit, and then if it has that little star symbol, it just means that it's going to grow rapidly in the next few years. There's a lot of growth in that career. So you guys are going to look through these different job zones and find 2 that sound like something that you would like to do for each of these job zones. So you can look through them, and I kind of just put in random numbers, honestly, for this example. So for me, a lot of these don't really fit with me per se, but maybe I want to be a derrick operator, or I'm not sure what that is. I can click on it and it'll open up a little tab that tells you more about it. So this one, operate pumps to circulate mud through a drill hole, and you can watch a little career video. It tells you more about it, tells you about how much money they make, things like that. So almost $47,000 with no high school diploma, GED, or anything necessary. So that's actually pretty darn good. So you're going to look through these different careers and find 2 in each job zone. So I can go to job zone 3 just by clicking it at the top. And so here I have a whole lot more that are best fit, just because I think just from the numbers I put in, it's just going to have best fit with more higher trained careers. So a lot of electronic things, lots of best fits in this zone. So you can look through them and find 2 that you like from each job zone. So then what you're going to do, and you'll notice at the bottom, in red, it says what you need to do this week with this assignment that's below this portfolio. So this portfolio is going to be an ongoing assignment that we add to every week. But I already have all the slides built in so that you don't have to like create anything or copy a template or things like that. So if you open up that portfolio, it'll take you to a slideshow that looks like this. So this week you're going to want to do slides 1 through 4. So the first 2 are pretty simple. Put your name here so you can delete all this and put your name there. Slide 2, you're going to delete this little box and put in your results from the survey, that picture that I took. So I could insert an image and put in my little picture, and I could crop it to make it look nice. Make it bigger. So you'll put in your results there. So those 2 slides, pretty simple. So 3 and 4 is where most of your work this week is going to be. So this is where you're going to take those 2 careers from each job zone and fill in this information. So you're going to put in career 1, what's the average salary, and a short little description about that career. So we have job zone 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and 5. So it goes from little preparation to extensive. So you can kind of flip back and forth from filling this out and using that website to find different things. So I could go to job zone 5, animal scientist. That sounds interesting. So I can click on that. Maybe it'll load. Oh, it did over here. So it'll tell you what they do. Look at the job, how the education. So you're really just trying to get like an overview of what they do and the amount of money that they'd make, and the education is kind of our first big step of what we are looking at with this assignment. So one other thing to kind of be noticeful of is that with this portfolio, like I said, it's going to be an ongoing assignment. There are going to be different checkpoints where I put in a grade for the grade book. So all of these points aren't going in at the very end. It kind of builds along the way. So I split up these slides into 3 different checkpoints, kind of by category of what we're working on in it. And once a month, I'm going to go in and look at your slides and put in points into our grade book. So you just want to make sure that you are up to date by these due dates so that when I go in and grade them, you aren't going to be losing points because you didn't do the last 2 weeks of slides and things like that. So this first checkpoint will be pretty soon, but it's some of the easier slides. And then we'll kind of keep building from there. So just kind of be aware of that, and we're going to keep working in this portfolio over like the next 9 weeks or so. So that is what you're going to be doing today with this career exploration. Next week I'll show you the next couple of slides. So you don't really want to work ahead in these slides because you might not get the full directions of what I expect, because I don't have the directions fully typed in here. You'll want to wait for Schoology to tell you like exactly what to do. You might get a good idea of what you're looking for, but there might be specific things like with these training options that I'm wanting you to fill out, or what kind of skills to type in and things like that. So don't work too far ahead because you might do something that isn't what you're supposed to be doing, or you might look at it the wrong way. So that's what you're going to be working on this week and really the next coming up week. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out to me, let me know, and I'll give you a hand.